physiological perspective of these two functions of the brain, the thinking and the intuition, are in the rational brain. And so it's really hard for these people, especially when they're in their self-protective persona here. It's really hard for them to be grounded because they're avoiding their experiences. They want to stay in their intellect, and they're driving toward the future, but they're not really aware of themselves in the present moment. And that's their Achilles heel, that absence of self-awareness and what I'm feeling. And so they will be in control until they are totally out of control. And it's functional, it's physiological. And when we see it as a, physiological developmental issue rather than there's something wrong with me, I have the imposter syndrome, we can move into that territory of how do I ground myself? How do I stay in the present moment so I'm no longer allowing my emotions to hijack me and my need to be in control to get in the way of my development? Because this absence of being in the reality of the present moment, it leads them to workaholism because they don't have a really solid sense of reality of I have done enough, or I am tired, or I've pushed the project as far as it can go for today. It's like they are constantly trying to prove themselves and their worth through their work. And they can believe that the only way to do this is by working harder and longer than anyone else. It's like a badge of honor. I win. I've worked harder. I've worked longer. I've done more. And their need to control every aspect of their work in order to avoid making mistakes means that they have difficulty stopping at the end of the day, even if it means disappointing or, not showing up for commitments with their spouse or their friends and family. And a lot of the spouses of the ENTJ have complaints about how work is constantly prioritized and they feel like a single parent. They have an irrational need to be competent at things they have never learned